focused on you.
I think temperature is going to be a big factor if they don't have a way to keep themselves warm. They've been in freezing temperatures for 2 days now.
Developing at noon, it is a race against time as the U.S. Coast Guard and Canadian military continue searching the North Atlantic for 5 people aboard a missing sub that was headed to the Titanic wreckage. Thanks so much for being here at noon. I'm Kay Quinn. Time is running out. As deep sea experts say, there's less than a day's worth of oxygen remaining. NBC's Jay Gray is in Boston with the latest on the search efforts that are focused on an area about 900 miles off the Massachusetts coast.
Hey there, the command and control center for this massive search and rescue effort is inside the U.S. Coast Guard headquarters here in Boston. They're directing these teams, international rescue teams, in what are at times treacherous conditions. Obviously, incredible logistical challenges they are facing, dealing with a situation more than 2 miles below the surface of the ocean. And time is running short for so many of those teams. Look, the U.S. Navy is rushing salvage equipment into the area with the hopes that if this sub is located, they can use that to pull it from the water and free the 5 men who have been trapped inside for more than 3 days now. We know that Canadian planes using sonar have hit on some sounds beneath the waves out there in the middle of the North Atlantic. And so that's where they've repositioned all of the remotely operated vehicles, the underwater drones that are searching for this sub that is about 22 feet long. The size of a minivan is what those who know the vehicle describe it as. And so that's a tough find in an area that's larger than the state of Connecticut. They continue to work, but again, the clock is becoming a major issue right now. The estimates are there's around 24 hours of emergency oxygen left in that submersible, and so at this point it's just racing that clock and dealing with the extraordinary conditions for many of these teams, unlike any they've ever had to deal with in the past. That's the very latest right now from Boston. I'm Jay Gray. Now back to you.
St. Louis police are searching for a man accused of sexually assaulting a minor. They released surveillance pictures within the last half hour. Investigators say they were taken before and after the attack, which happened May 29th on Bingham Avenue in South St. Louis. If you recognize this person, you are asked to call Crime Stoppers at 866-371-TIPS. New at noon, a medical building in Ladue has significant damage after a car went crashing through the front of it. It happened just before 7 this morning on Ladue Road near I-170. Firefighters rescued the trapped driver. No one's hurt. The building was empty at the time of the crash. It's not clear what caused it. Some good news for St. Charles County drivers. The construction project at the Route 94 and 364 interchange, it is finally complete. The $20 million project features a new traffic signal on Mugie Road, more ramp connections, and widened lanes to 94 and 364. The interchange reopens tomorrow afternoon. A new proposed housing development in St. Charles County is stirring up controversy. Some residents say they don't want that project to break ground. 5 on your side, Sydney Stallworth is in St. Charles with more on why and how your opinions can be heard tonight.
The public is invited to come out and attend tonight's meeting here at the Family Arena. The Planning and Zoning Commission is going to give a presentation on this proposed housing development that's going to be built potentially right on an area off of Highway DD. And that's why we're expecting a large turnout tonight here at the arena. The meeting is going to be open for public comment. It starts at 7 o'clock tonight here at the Family Arena on Arena Parkway. The proposed housing development is slated to bring 556 new homes to only 356 acres of land right next to the Bush Wildlife Conservation Area. Now, this is one of the largest projects St. Charles County has seen in years, but some residents say it'll bring an end to the peace and quiet they've come to love in the rural area. And because Highway DD would be the only entrance and exit route. Neighbors say the new development would cause even more traffic backups than they're already seeing. We spoke with one resident about his concerns and the St. Charles County planner about the solutions MoDOT and St. Charles County crews are considering.
The traffic is real bad. It seems almost at least once a week over in front of Frontier High School or the middle school. There's an accident at least once a week, and if there's another 3,000 people out here, it's just going to get so much more worse.
They've identified there's a need for things like some turn lanes, some deceleration lanes and acceleration lanes. Eventually, Highway DD will be widened.
Residents have also told 5 on Your Side they have concerns about wildlife in the area and how those animals will be affected. That topic and many others will be brought up tonight. Now, if you can't make the public meeting in person, you can email in your concerns. Just look for this story on KSDK.com for more information on how to do that. In St. Charles, I'm Cindy Stallworth, 5 on Your Side.
The Metropolitan St. Louis Sewer District is hosting a public hearing tonight on possible rate hikes for waste and stormwater services. The proposal would raise monthly rates from $57 to $75 by July of 2027. The money would go to wastewater construction and related maintenance. You can join the discussion by attending a meeting at Creve Coeur City Hall. It is tonight at 7. It's one of many meetings taking place this month. Other town halls will be held in Brentwood, Bridgeton, Kirkwood, and MSD headquarters. MSD wants to put the issue on the April 2024 ballot. It is officially the first day of summer. Let's take a live look at City Park. That's where St. Louis City SC will take on Salt Lake tonight, 7:30 game time. It is a rare midweek game, and meteorologist Tracy Hinson is here to tell us how that weather is going to look for game time. Tracy?
Yeah, it is going to be warm, and today just so happens to be Show Your Stripes Day. It's put on by the World Meteorological Association, so meteorologists around the world are showing our stripes today. Each bar on my pin represents the average temperatures around the globe, warming into that red category from the 1800s all the way up until today. All right, so our radar view right now showing nice quiet conditions out there. We are going to be mostly sunny, and that's really going to bring on the heat for us today. Temperature wise, 82 degrees. It feels like 84 out there. Winds are out of the east-northeast with speeds up to 15 miles per hour. Through the rest of our day today, we are making it up to around 89 degrees. So definitely a warm one out there and a little bit more humid. We're going to feel that certainly when you walk out the door. If you're heading out to the game, it'll be a little sweaty. And then for tonight, mostly clear with temperatures dropping down to 68. Now coming up, I'll outline the 90s with feels like temperatures in the hundreds coming up this weekend.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Tracy. A proposed constitutional amendment to restore abortion rights in Missouri is moving forward. The state auditor says restoring abortion rights would cost the state $51,000 a year. Attorney General Andrew Bailey refused to approve that number, saying the cost would be in the billions. A Cole County judge ruled in the auditor's favor. Supporters must now collect enough signatures to get the amendment on the 2024 ballot.
What I see and what I imagine just gets translated to my hand.
Meet the local artist who spent his life creating wonders for people to enjoy. Now he's getting the attention he deserves. Hot on the market, the beloved St. Louis diner that's up for sale.